Hey, it's Nicole. Welcome back to the show. So excited to have you and really, really honored to introduce you to our two guests today, Dima and Chinobay. They have a story maybe like yours. As an entrepreneur, we set out to do something different in the world. And being an entrepreneur, that actually gives us some time, flexibility, and freedom to do just that, not just chase what we want to do for work, but also what we want to do to fulfill our heart and our mission in life. And so when I bring you these two special guests to talk about how they connected through some touring of the US to impact kiddos' lives and art and education all over.
Hey, if you're an entrepreneur who usually fast forwards intros just like this one, this is the podcast for you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, Chinobay.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Hey, just a reminder, our show is brought to you by Smart Cookie Media, where we believe data tells a story, and not just any story, your business story. As a subscriber to the show or as a client, you'll get insights on profitable, data-driven marketing strategies that work for you and your business, your industry, not some cookie cutter trends. No, ideas that are led by your customer data so you know they'll work for you. Connect with me on LinkedIn or Instagram to learn more. Everything's in the show notes. Now, let's get back to the show. Dima, you and I met because you heard another show or you met another guest of ours and we connected over that. So I got to start with you. How would you finish this sentence? You know you're an entrepreneur when?
You fall on your butt and tomorrow you get up and do it all over again.
Sounds like there's a story there that you know what that takes. Yeah.
A number of times. Yeah. My bum is sore from falling.
Which is dangerous because you're in the construction world. So tell us just a little bit about that so we can understand what your background is.
Yeah, for sure. So I studied civil engineering in university and I did about one summer doing a design and I realized that it is just so boring for me. And I wanted to be in front of people, communicating, talking, problem solving, not necessarily sitting and designing a building next to the computer. So I graduated and went to work for a general contracting firm, a medium-sized firm. And I was a big fish on a small project. About 10 years ago, I left, the employment job side and started my own consulting firm and been consulting for developers and builders since for some high profile projects here in Vancouver, Canada.
Incredible.
Are you beyond Vancouver? Are you international or strictly in Canada?
So far, it has been in Canada. I'm an immigrant, and so actually a two-time immigrant. So I'm happy to, parachute into a new world and learn and discover and make friends, build networks. It's a gift or a skill that I've developed.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
awesome. I love it. So that's a bit about your story and what led you to entrepreneurship, but I want to take the show in a different way so we can talk about what you're working on and what you're really excited to be working on even more than that. We all have different sides of us, especially serial entrepreneurs. We know what it means to take on a few things. So tell me, what's the story and how you met what you refer to as your partner in crime, Chinobay?
Yeah, for sure. So I love music, live music. I don't play any instruments, but I seem to have a knack for organizing other talented musicians to come together and barbecue for them and entertain. I went to a concert where Chinobay was performing back in 2010 with his two brothers, and it was really amazing. The way that the music, the way that Chinobay was being, all the incredible sounds that were coming out that I'm so not used to because these were all indigenous instruments from Africa. And the message also that Chinobay was sharing with us, Chinobay's been a UNICEF ambassador, a youth ambassador. He's traveled to pretty much every country in Africa, 75 countries together. So I said, hey, after the concert, if you are still in town tomorrow, I'd love to invite you for dinner. And he says, yeah, we got together for dinner, invited a few other friends. We had a music jam and really, clicked. And Chinobay had a contract with the University of Victoria for 5 years where he'd come in to teach indigenous instruments to students. And about every 6 months or so, he would stop on his way in and out at my place and we would hang out. One of the times the conversation started, what do you want to do when you grow up? I said, oh, I want to, being a builder, build schools in impoverished communities. And he said, well, what if it was a music school? I said, I'd love that. And so that's how, we launched into this long-term, beautiful relationship. And it opened up so many opportunities for so many children around the world to connect and